Well, hey everybody, 650 Ebe here. Welcome home to the channel. You asked for it and I shall deliver. By popular demand, we shall finally see which one of my sport touring machines is the fastest. We've got my gorgeous M1000 XR, my beautiful Ducati Multistrada V4 RS, and we've got our good buddy Moto Mac that's going to ride these bikes along with me. He is very close to my size, so this should be a pretty much fair comparison of these two wonderful machines. He's going to start off today by riding my gorgeous Multistrada V4 RS. I got to get him used to it. He's doing a lot of feature recording stuff right now. I'm going to start the day off on the M1000 XR. But during the course of the day, we're going to switch bikes so he can have the experience of riding both machines. At the end of the day, we're going to ask him for his unbiased opinion on which one of these super sport touring machines is his favorite. And perhaps I will finally give you guys my opinion on which one of these bikes is my favorite. I mean, it's finally a fair comparison. Both bikes have Bryn tuning ECU flashes. Both of them have full exhausts. So yeah, man, it's time. So people ask me all the time how I got the name 650 Ebe, and here it is, guys. I used to have that exact vehicle, almost the same color, except mine was space gray. A 2006 BMW 650i. And one day I was coming out of the gym, and somebody as a prank stuck a magnetic bee on the back of the on the back of the 650i because my name is Ebe, spelled IB. And we started calling the car the 650 Ebe Mobile. If you look right here at his emblem, it says 650i, and somebody put a magnetic bee right there. And there you guys have it, 650 Ebe. And I just started using that name for all of my social media. All too easy. All too easy. That's almost not fair, guys. That is almost a not fair beating that I'm giving that man on my Multistrada V4 RS. Yeah. Almost not fair. Well, I think he's had enough. So now you guys get to see what I've always told you. This bike is just savagely fast, man. It has the S1000 RR engine. It's not detuned, it's the exact engine that you can find in the S1000 RR. That's what makes it such a beast. That bike, the Multistrada V4 RS, has an engine out of the Street Fighter V4, but it's detuned. It doesn't have all of the performance parts, and that's why he keeps losing by a heck of a margin. A heck of a margin. All right, one more. One more. One more. you know. That was, I don't know, a 10 bike hit, and still came around and destroyed him. It's the weight, and that bike actually has 30 less horsepower than this bike. 30 less.
I'm like, on the last run, I got a good launch and everything too. I'm like,
oh yeah.
You gotta really be in so fast.
You're starting the second, right? Yeah, so you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
But overall, man, this is still a really, really good bike. I'll probably only have maybe one complaint.
Yeah.
It's a little clanky sometimes. You gotta really pick it up.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, this thing felt good. On that turn over there, it turned really well.
Oh yeah.
This thing phenomenal.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
Yes. Well, you know what? Reserve your judgment. You're going to jump on that one now, and we're going to see how you feel. And then at the end of the day, we're going to see which one's your favorite between the two. It's been a while since I've rode my beautiful Multistrada V4 RS. I'm actually excited to get on it. Super excited for him to ride the M1000 XR. I can't wait to watch his video on his YouTube channel. He's Moto Mac TV, and I love exposing. He's a diehard sport bike guy, and I absolutely love exposing these bikes to the sport bike crowd, because initially they're like reluctant to ride these bikes, but I think that, you know, once they do, they love it, just like he loves that machine. I gotta put this bike into Race Evo, and it is GP shift. The semi is carrying livestock. Baby cows is what it's carrying. Poor little baby cows. They're probably heading off to be executed. Poor little baby cows. Poor little baby cows. Baby cows, baby cows. Poor little baby cows. Poor little baby cows. Poor little baby cows. Baby cows. They only lived a short life. They only lived a short life. And now they're on the dinner table. Baby cows. Baby cows. Oh, yummy cows. Oh, yummy cows. Savory cows. Oh, you delicious cows. Oh, you cows. Oh, you cows. Alright guys, we logged a lot of miles on these bikes today, almost 200 miles, and we stopped at one of our favorite places, Ray Hall, Ducati, Cleveland, because we're actually going to head to a bike night, and there are a lot of folks that are going to meet us here. But let's hear it from Moto Mac as to which one is your favorite bike between these two beasts.
Between the two, the Ducati is really nice. I love the technology. I love the red. I love the carbon wheels and everything that comes with it.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I'm choosing the BMW.
Wow.
I do not
Tell me
know why
Yeah.
this bike rips the way that it does. It's literally an M1000 with longer forks,
Yeah.
wider tank. You're on the highway, you're cruising, and you feel like you're on like a really sport touring, boring bike. You pull that throttle back, and it just rips.
Yeah.
It absolutely rips. It backfires just like how an S1000 would
Yep.
or M1000 would.
That's with the
And
full exhaust.
It handles really well too. So
Yeah, it does.
between these two, I'm going BMW.
Wow.
For sure.
Wow. I'd have to agree with him, but my reasoning is it's a lighter bike. You can feel the weight difference between these two machines.
This is lighter.
This bike is 37 pounds lighter than my Multistrada V4S. It produces 30 more horsepower. You feel that also.
Absolutely.
And like you said, the Savage exhaust sounds just like the exhaust that you have on the M1000 and the S1000s, and I just love the colorway and the look. It gets a lot of looks too.
Yeah.
You know, people are always looking at it, little kids are pointing and stuff, but it's a great bike. Do I miss the adaptive cruise control and the blind spot monitoring? Yes. I wish they would add that to this bike. I also wish they'd add illuminated switches too. That's something else that bike has.
It's really nice on the Ducati.
Yeah. And the final thing I wish they'd add is the ability to turn this into GP shift or reversed shift, because it's such a sporty, crazy bike that you find yourself wanting GP shift on it. But yeah, guys.
Anybody that doesn't know anything about the M1000 RR or M1000 XR, do some research on it. If you can, get your hands on this bike. It's going to blow you away. I can't believe how this bike feels.
Yeah.
Awesome purchase, Steve.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I want to get more guys like him. Hey, Chris, what's up, buddy? Yep, we're meeting up here. We're going to be leaving out in a minute.
Sweet.
Okay, buddy. That's our good buddy Chris Asbestos. He won my beautiful BMW S1000 RR season, I believe it was season 11 of the new bike build series. Really cool guy. But yeah, guys, these bikes are amazing. Both have carbon wheels, both have full exhausts, I mentioned earlier, both have Brin tuning, ECU flashes, so they are completely comparable. Next up, stay tuned, because we're going to put my M1000 XR on the dyno with my good buddy Todd's stock M1000 XR to see the horsepower difference. Of course, we're going to weigh the bikes also to see the weight difference. And on that same dyno, that same day, we will also include my M1000 RR. And guys, don't be surprised if this bike makes more horsepower than the M1000 RR.
Wow.
Would you be surprised, Mac?
I'd be upset, actually.
Upset?
I'd actually be upset. Especially if I owned the M1000 RR, I'd be upset. I'd be upset.
So stay tuned for that, guys. Thanks so much for viewing. Don't forget to check out my good buddy Moto Mac TV. Link to him is in the description of this video. Special thanks to our good friends at Insta360 for their amazing footage again today. And everyone else, of course, Manny from Moto Million put all these parts on both these bikes. Links to Moto Million is always in every single video, every single description of my videos, guys. Get your parts from Moto Million. You'll save a lot of money using the 650E discount code, and you will love it every moment. Thanks for viewing. Catch you on the next one.